What's up, SK Empire?
It's Kayla.
Inside.
And we're back with another video.
And in today's video, as you guys can tell by the title, it's our first time. But it's going to be like a series. We had you guys on Instagram comment questions. Like our first time, like our first kiss, our first hug. Y'all get the drift.
Okay, so our first day. Our first day was at Applebee's. She actually took me on our first day.
Yeah. It was the last time I was down here. So like right before Christmas. I don't know, it was the first day I got here and I was like, babe, let's just go out to eat.
So that's what we did. We went to Applebee's because I wanted some ribs and she wanted steak. So
okay. Our first time seeing each other. It was March 4th, 2017. She actually came down to Chicago to see me. And yeah, it was at her her old roommate's family's house. It was a baby shower. And I went over there and yeah, we kicked it or whatever.
she was acting shy. She was all nervous.
Y'all, Kayla asked me for a hair tie. And I pulled
she
it.
gave it to me. She was like,
My
I'm like,
hand was
I
shaking.
peeped it, but I wasn't gonna say anything. And then she brought it up later, and I'm just like, yeah, I seen.
I was really scared. Like it was like a lot of people there, and it wasn't just me and Kayla. It was like me, Kayla, my friend, all these other people. So it was just like, oh my god.
She was so scared.
Okay,
Y'all lost my place.
Y'all first kiss. Our first.
No, let me do it. We alternate. See, she just want to talk.
Okay.
Our first kiss was when she came down here to surprise me. When I got in the car, that was the first thing I asked her. I was like, give me a kiss. She gave me a kiss.
Kayla kissed the shit out of me. You know, guys, you like y'all first kiss, it usually go like, and then you know, but no.
The thing is, what month was it?
That was
like June, July.
It was June.
So imagine we had met January. We didn't, like, the first time we seen each other, we did not kiss. So it's just like I have been waiting on that opportunity to give my kiss, and when I see him, I'm like, give me a kiss.
Yeah.
You know, you waiting on it, and then you finally get to do it. You gonna do it with all your might.
Okay, our first time. Our first time was when I came down here in July.
Is it?
Yes, that was our first time.
In July?
Yes, when I came down here July 11th, we did it that night. I'm gonna tell y'all how it went down, okay? I'm gonna tell you guys. Mom, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. But no. So me and Kayla, I don't even remember what exactly happened that day, but
I don't remember either.
I think, like, I don't know, y'all. You know,
it was the first day you got here?
I think so. No, because we went and bought them.
But that wasn't the first time.
You're right. It wasn't. So I think it was the first day I got down here. And Kayla, she took my charge, okay? And, you know, I was just like, okay, see how they move, okay? You know, or whatever. But it was lit. For our first time, you know, usually it's kind of nerve-wracking. It's kind of nerve-wracking and just, it's like a whole bunch of nerves. But like me and Kayla, like,
No, I was like, I've always been comfortable with Sai. So it wasn't that.
okay, y'all first girlfriend.
My first girlfriend was like my junior year in high school, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't know. It was cool and stuff. Like, we started off because, do you want me to go in depth? Do you want
anything?
Like, okay, we met through Facebook. I used to play basketball against her. And I don't know. When I first seen her, she was ugly as fuck.
No.
She was ugly to me. Like, I don't know. But, like, her personality was nice. So that kind of attracted me to her. We ended up dating. She did me bogus. We broke up. The end.
My first girlfriend, I'm gonna do like my first real girlfriend, like real serious relationship. That it was when I was a sophomore. In high school. She was a basketball player. We both were in alternative school. I wasn't a bad kid, so I don't think like that. But we were both in alternative school or whatever. Long story short, she broke my heart. She did me dirty. No, she didn't break my heart. But she really did do me dirty, like foul dirty. Okay, first time talking to each other on the phone.
The first time we talked on the phone was the first day that we... No, I take that back. We talked the day after we had the conversation on Telegram. It was at 12, so it was the next day.
January 16th. Okay, our first heartbreak. My first heartbreak, like real life, like broken heart, was my senior year of high school. I was dating that girl since 2015. She broke my heart. Like, it was like one of them movie scene breakups, honestly. Like, I had
You told me.
yeah, I had a whole bunch of like her posters that she made me on the wall and stuff, like, and she like broke my heart over the phone. So like I literally got up, ripped everything, was screaming everything. My mom came into the room and she was like, "What are you doing?" And I was just so hurt, like, oh, it was so bad.
My first heartbreak. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, how do I describe that without dropping all the tea? Like, because when was I started dating the girl my senior year of high school. Yeah, my senior year of high school. I think that's when I started dating her. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I can't remember. But I don't know. It just, the shit didn't work out, obviously. And I don't really have much to say.
Our first picture together. We took our first picture March 4th, the day the day Bae came and seen me in Chicago.
We're gonna insert it over there.
Right here.
Right there. Yeah. We're gonna insert it.
That was our very first picture. Okay.
My toes wiggling.
Somebody say your first time you knew you liked girls.
I was in the 5th grade and
I was too. Our first song.
What that mean?
Like the first song we listened to together.
What is the first song we listened to together?
I feel like we're just gonna generalize
Oh, yeah, I know what the first thing we listened to was.
What?
Rain a Biddy.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. So, I'm a really intellectual person. I love deep thinking. I love poetry, things like that. So when I met Kayla and we would fall asleep on the phone, I would be like, well, I listen to Rain a Biddy and Londrell to go to sleep. And I played the poems for her. And ever since then, she's liked both of them artists. So if you don't know who they are, I would really go check them out. Okay, our first gay experience.
My first gay experience was with Sai. You mean sexual? Yeah, it was with Sai. She was like the first person that I've done anything with.
First and last, because
that I've done anything with. Like I haven't done anything with a guy or a girl before.
My first gay experience was in 8th grade by one of my best friends at the time. We're not friends anymore. First time going to the hospital.
I've never been to the hospital.
My first time going to the hospital was actually when I was born. And I know you guys are probably like, well, duh, bitch, we all been to the hospital when he was born. So my first time going to the hospital was right after my mom had me. I was supposed to be born at the St. James Hospital in Chicago Heights, but instead I was my mom was rushed to the ICU in downtown Chicago, and I had to be born there because I have a cyst on my brain, so I needed and yeah, I had my first surgery at 3 months old. So
yeah, all my legs hurt. First what?
Favorite song. That's a long time ago.
Right. I don't know.
But I really feel like my first favorite song was when I was in 8th grade. and it was called Jessie J, Who You Are.
Actually, it was a song that I used to sing all the time. I don't know, I used to sing a lot of songs all the time. I used to sing, is it Take a Bow by Rihanna? Y'all used to love that song. I loved that song.
Okay. First time sneaking out the house. I've never snuck out the house.
I haven't even.
I
snuck somebody in, but I ain't never snuck nobody out. I mean, snuck out.
My first time making love.
That was when I came for Thanksgiving.
Y'all. Look. When I tell you that night was just magical, like, okay,
Then the next day I'm getting ready to leave. She bawling her eyes. That was the first time you cried. I'm like, was it because of the sex? Like, I didn't know what it was.
I was really gonna miss you. That's why I was.
But it had never happened. So I'm like, did I do it that good or I didn't know.
Your first time being drunk.
Ooh, my first time being drunk, I had just met Sai. And I got drunk with my old roommate, her sister, and some of her sister's friends. And yeah, it was tragic. I talked about that on my YouTube channel though. So if you want to know the full story, just go watch it on my channel because I don't want to speak on it.
My first time being drunk, I was a sophomore in high school. I know you guys are probably like, wow, really?
What was I? I was a freshman in college, wasn't I?
Mm-hmm. I was a sophomore in high school, and I was in alternative school, like you guys know. So I was like in the computer lab, and I asked this girl who was a senior, and I was like, you know, what you doing tonight? Well, she was like, I'm getting drunk. I'm like, oh, I want to get drunk, you know, like, oh, I want to be a part of that, like, I want to experience it. So what ended up happening was I went with her and my ex, and I got drunk. Like, it was terrible. My mom caught me. She took my phone the next day. It was just bad, all bad, okay? But all right, y'all.
I ain't had many. I haven't. But alright, y'all, that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell on the side to get our post notifications. That way y'all know when we post. And yeah.
We'll see y'all in the next video.